Welcome to this new video. The last video I had an high voice, this video I have a low voice, so maybe next video I will have a normal voice. This time we will talk about the base I showed you before in the previous video, 3 war attacks against that base, and how I plan to tweak the base against our next CWL gladiator opponent, which is LP4. This war was like a derby for us because some of the Yolomont players also play in Toledo, and some of Toledo players also play in LP4, which is our next opponent. As you can see, we didn't win because we failed to clear the last base, but we had some good results in terms of defense. This base, this base, this base and my base kept their 11 versus 11 hit rate at 50%. They somehow managed to clear it, but it was really close throughout the whole war. Let's now look at the war attacks against me. This is the first one, and as you can see it's 𝚑𝚘𝚘. And if you remember the previous video, we have all the traps in this area, or rather all the SAMs, against drugs and against queen charge. So the attack follows the same pattern as shown in the last video. 𝚑𝚘𝚘 air defenses, funnel the sides, and then send the Mastragos into the bottom area. The air targeting defenses will take down loons, whereas the dragon will take the SAMs. This attack will then fail, because as you can see, it doesn't have enough firepower to clear the base, and I have the backhand Tesla farm, which is always a pain to deal with. So this was the first attack. Let's now look at the second one. This is the second war attack against my base, and as you can see it's 𝚑𝚘𝚛𝚎. In the last video we said that 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚎 will likely triple this base, but we also analyzed the features I had against 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚛𝚎, which are in this case backhand clan castle, backhand queen, backhand expo farm, as well as wizard towers and bomb towers. Also, I have this particular setup, which is really good, because the wizard tower is enclosed in walls, which means that Skelly will go this way, whereas the witches will engage the wizard towers, and the wizard towers will engage the witches. The holes in this area are meant so that the golem dropped in this area will go and retarget, and will leave the witches alone in this area. And as you can see, in this area I have a lot of damage, and the wall layout of the base forces the attack to do a wall wrecker from this side, because using the siege barrack with a jump isn't really viable in this case. So let's see how the attack goes. He will zap the wizard towers, as usual, and then will drop the wall wrecker from 12. He will also use golems on the side to tank for the witches. As you can see, the golems will retarget and go into the barbarian king zone. So now he has 2 golems in this area, and the witches are all left alone in the sides, and the wizard towers, as well as the DPS, will take them down. Now all he has is the troops in the core, which is the main pack of his attack. But in the end, he doesn't have enough firepower and enough time to finish the base. So this attack will be a fail. This is the final attack against me. It's a variation of the 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚘 we defended before, but this time he will zap the 6 o'clock area, so the clan castle, the queen, the archer towers. He will then do a Sui into air defenses. He drags on this side, and then Mastrags this side, followed by the stone slammer into the inferno tower. As you can see, He will now zap 𝚋𝚘 castle, almost take down the queen, zap the archer towers, and then quake altogether. He will then use sneaky goblins to funnel, followed by Sui heroes into air defenses, and then an Hydrag to funnel the 10 o'clock side. As you can see, the Hydrag has managed to deal damage to their defense, which is not good in my case. The Warden ability will be used to take down some Sams as well as the eagle shots, then a heal in the core, and the Stone Slammer will wrap around my base and clear up everything. After this war, this is how I edited the traps. I have no more seeking air mines at the bottom, and that's because in the previous attack, almost all of them were taken care of by the heroes or by the Warden ability. So in the previous attack, I had 3 Sams in this area, 1 in this area and 1 in this area. And this area was taken care of by the heroes. This area was zapped, and this area was tombed, so I used the Warden ability in this area, which means that none of my Sams actually kill dragons. So now I have spread out Sams. Moreover, I have all air skelly traps, and I have slightly modified this area, so now the archer tower and the wizard tower can't be chained together by the Hydrag, and the wizard tower can't chain with the storage and the cannon, because previously this was the setup, but now I have moved it 1 tile and it can be chained together. This is the way I tried to fix this base, because Toledo and LP4 have duels, so they may go for the same strategy, which was the Sui Zaptrag, and in this case I am confident that it can defend. The other attack they do is Zap Witches, and as we saw, it defended, and they really don't use much Queen Charge hybrid, so I don't think that it will be an issue. But if they do use that, I will just move Sams and try to defend anyways. This was the end of the video. Thank you for sticking with me, and have a good day.